you know, since I walk in the sun, I realized I should cut my hair, maybe, for some neatness. I love Manguni hair. It's just this, with these stigmas and procrastinations and kids like this, because it's kids, no matter if they are 35 years and having kid years like 16 years in the streets, still kids to some parents. So I may say we got some job to do. I was not thinking of commenting on this, but you see, in as much as England is this and that in terms of colonialism and stuff, but when you look at Russia and stuff, they're bringing havoc in the country, creating the system of violence and worse drugs, and all that. So what about them kids foundation? Because I decided to name it that to say good God, it's like, hey, I don't like. No, it's not that I don't like. It's just that to mention the name of God, is too highly for me, or for any, I know it's for God. That's why I even got for the cause of good God, like good God. Yeah, I will explain it much in detail. So now just say, what about them kids foundation, because you always have to think about them kids, Yeah, a nation that does not think about them kids is a nation that does not think for itself, is a nation, that has no consideration for humanity, it starts with them kids, you see. Uh, okay, some of the things I may say may also, yeah, okay, I've said that I wanted to say. So you see, amidst the royals, no matter which royals, they can be from anywhere, but just know that in this life there are royals. You see, it was 0216 when I did this thing. What's this thing? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, it was that time. So when I said that admits the royals, yeah, first admits and be schooled in the knowledge of royal palaces. I'd like to say, in my humility, human form, royal houses, yeah, like the Nguni royal house, on its own it entails a lot of, I'm sorry, yeah, on its own it entails a lot of other royal houses, yeah, and also another royal houses and royal houses, that are associated with the Nguni. I speak more of the Nguni because I'm the Nguni, and I speak more of the English because they've done a remarkable job consistently winning, something I've been doing, something I'm inspired by them. I mean, my brother went to Windsor Secondary School, my elder brother, high-end school in town, you see, if I may say, you see. So it was noble, even at the time, to go with the transport there to like take a bus, like you're working to school, Yeah, my granny used to go to town too, because she was making curtains, you see, everything linen, you see, from scratch, you see, like material, cotton, Yeah, you see, she was so gifted, Yeah, even now, her legacy lives on, she's known, like, you see, now it's stories like, there used to be that granny somewhere, she used to make curtains for us. You see, even stars, they used to make their wedding dresses there, and all that. She was like a designer. So I come from a family of such, So with that said, it's not a brag or something, it's a reality, Why must we always accept reality when it's not nice? You see, that's a nice thing. That's reality, Yeah, I can humble on myself, but my family, I'm way too proud, Yeah, way too rich, you know. All this money you see me moving is money from my family. Yeah, well. That's why sometimes you see me with just maybe 20,000 naira. You know, I like calling a lot of money in those currencies because I like to call my money or at least in those currencies because, you know, I can have a lot of money that way, you know. Yeah, you know. So, you know, amidst the royals, be schooled on royals. You see, that's what school needs to teach because now that creates the top of the tree. Often it's always about the roots of the tree. The roots of the tree is God, you know, all energy supply is God, you know, but then the source, no, not but then, you know, and because now it's still God even with the royals, you know. Yeah, otherwise the British wouldn't be winning so much, you know. They did some things and people were doing some things. That's, you know, the highest judgment, you know, of all, you see. Yeah, they yeah, I'll show you someday. You see, it's dead. You see, so because the world was messed up already, even before colonialism, and then during, even after, where's it that, you know, even after independence for some countries, you see it's still worse. Like how you accept to sell, to buy guns that will hit another person that you call your brother, you know. How can you do things that you despise the English royal family of doing? You see, yet you do them, you know. And then now you don't want to us to give them like that recognition in detail. You see, Amanguni, we've been royals. You see, when they say the Ngunis will rule forever, Nguna Pagate, you know, it's like that. So it's the Moors, you know, we interchanging geographically, you know, by Charles Darwin, you know, when you look at the Romans will rule forever, you know, those are the Ngunis, you know. So you see, that's how we rule, you know. Even now, you see, we rule in another form. You see, you may mention and comment on this video, but creatively so, you know. So it's like not underground, but in atmosphere by the law, you know, law of the atmosphere. You see, yeah. Otherwise, thank you very much. You know, I'm just happy to be making a video that's not, you see, outlining this and that. You know, I've been having that, and you see, I'm right now. Just hope we treat each other nice, you know. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Manguna Pakat. This is Lungelo. This is King Lungelo Musanko Simbongwa. Yeah, it's just that I'm in school now, you know. So when I'm in class, I'm Lungelo Mbong. Yeah, well, yeah, for certain reasons. So with that, no, not in terms of hey, I'm oppressed, what. No, like to be a leader, sometimes you have to follow, you know. Yeah, and right now we are following through the teachings of the English royally. They did good, you know. Yeah, we cannot be so not really so, because when you look at the joinings of history, we were fighting for the same thing, our kids. So which is why I'm asking, what about them kids foundation? Thanks, Manguna Pakat, the Ngunis will rule forever. Hey, will rule forever. The Ngunis will rule forever. Hey, you know, I used to be young, now it's not about that.